लाडली लाल की, बाल गोपाल की, नंद यशोदा लाल की, एक दिन के लाला की. Dear devotees, I'll humbly request you all to take your place now, to be seated. Darshan will be a little bit closed in the sense that you won't be walking up to it, but you can be having the darshan of the Lord by being seated and meditating on the Lord and listen to the divine discourse. बोले श्रीमद् सद्गुरु सरकार की, लाडली लाल की. My most humble pranams to each one of you, dear devotees, present here to celebrate Nand Mahotsav today. Again, you are handpicked by the Lord Himself, by Sri Krishna Himself today. You're invited by Him, not by anyone. That's why you are here. If you wouldn't have called for this invitation, and if you wouldn't have handpicked you all and brought you all to Radha Madhav Dham, you wouldn't be sitting in a Dham, in his divine Dham, and celebrating his appearance day or his Utsav today. Last night he appeared, and from this morning we are in the celebration mood because our Lord has come to grace us Himself, personally Himself. So let us all try to be drenched and immersed in the shower of the divine bliss that is going to fall upon each one of us this morning. He's going to load us. He's going to drown us in His divine bliss. But let's see if you can be drowned and immersed in His divine love. It's up to us to be immersed and to be drowned in His divine love bliss. It's personally up to each and every individual whether we will allow Him to enter into our hearts, into every pore and fiber of our being, and take us as His own. Personally, He is our own, but to take us personally, physically, literally, and only you and I can allow this to happen. So let us all, first of all, fold our hands in the prayer mode, sit up straight. Try to meditate on the divine form of the Lord. Take a good look at the divine form of the Lord placed on the altar or in front of you, and capture the form in your hearts and minds of His Supreme Divine Beloved, Sri Radha Krishna. Capturing the form of God and Guru, close your eyes so that you may not be distracted and disturbed by the movements around you. And with your eyes closed, you can do your Roop Dhyan, that is, remember the divine form of the Lord and meditate on the divine form of the Lord, the divine beauty of the Lord, in a much better manner. Let us all, with our hands folded, our eyes closed, the Lord in our hearts and minds, try to visualize the divine form of the Lord, and let us all pay our most humble obeisance at the divine lotus feet of our Supreme Divine Beloved Lord, while I shall recite the verses. Inhale the divine vibrations, feel the divine presence of the Lord, and feel the divine energy. Guru Param Dai कर्णयो कर्णिकारं बिभ्रद्वा सह कनककपिशं वैजयन्तीं च मालां रन्ध्रान् वेणोरधरसुधया पूरयन् वृन्दारण्यं स्वपदरमणं प्राविशद्गीतकीर्ति नमः सच्चिदानंद श्री कृष्ण चंद्र चरणारविंद मकरंद मिलिंद महानुभाव, the blessed souls, eternal and divine. Let's all chant the holy name of the Supreme Lord for a few minutes, and then we shall proceed with the divine talk, discourse on the significance of Nand Mahotsav, basically. Simple chant. Those of you who can sing this chant, Gopala Radha Krishna Govinda Govinda, please do so. Everyone should open up their hearts and hearts full of love and devotion, and with your voice coming out. Don't try to mumble. This is Nam Sankirtan. And in Nam Sankirtan is Sarva Shakti of the Lord. All the powers of the Lord is in the name of the Lord. As long as we take the name of the Lord, we chant the name of the Lord, the glories of the Lord's name, with all love and devotion, just see what miracles and magics can happen to you all, especially in your spiritual life, and totally in your life as such as well. The grace that comes unto us while we and when we chant the holy name of the Lord with full love and devotion. Try to do that. And more so, while we are chanting, try to do Roop Dham, that is, remember Gopala Krishna. Those of you who cannot say the words, speak the words, please try to do meditation, that is Roop Dham, that is, remember the divine form of the Lord. Just remember Him. Look at His form, capture it in your hearts and minds, and try to visualize that form. And this is especially for those who do not understand Hindi and cannot speak Hindi. But for those of you who can speak Hindi, who do understand Hindi, who can follow Hindi, please, even if you don't speak, if you can follow, please chant, or else you won't be spared by the Lord. You won't be spared. He is Antaryami, seated in everyone's heart. He knows exactly what we are thinking and doing. So have faith in this. Dear devotees, I humbly request you all to take your seats now and to close the darshan for just a few minutes, please. Close the darshan meaning they were not to pull the curtains, but if everybody can be seated. Now devotees, yesterday I gave a talk on the significance of Sri Krishna's appearance, and I did mention that the Lord appeared on this earth planet 5,238 years back. And he lived in the human form. Though his form is divine, but just like you and I, he descended and he remained in this form due to his Yogamaya power covering himself. Naham prakasha sarvasya Yogamaya samavrita, 7th chapter 25th verse of Bhagavad Gita. And in 7th chapter 24th verse of Bhagavad Gita, the Lord says, Supreme Almighty Lord Krishna speaks himself, that the deluded-minded people who deluded in Maya, the foolish people, foolishly, under the delusion of Maya, consider me and take me to be just an ordinary person, a common person, Without any devotion and faith in the heart for the Lord, one cannot accept the supremacy and the divinity of the Lord, basically. Again, the Lord says, Vedaham samatitani vartamanani charjuna bhavishyanachi bhutani mamtu vedana kaschana. Arjun, and through Arjun to all of us, in 7th chapter 26th verse of Bhagavad Gita, the Supreme Almighty Lord, Sri Krishna at the same time says that with my yoga maya power, my personal power, my divine power, I cover my original form, the original divinity, and appear covered due to my yoga maya power as an ordinary person. But Arjun, in 7th chapter 26th verse, Vedaham samatitani vartamanani charjuna bhavishyani cha bhutani mam tu vedana kaschana. I know all, the past, the present, and the future. And I know all about my deaths, my births as well. As it had been revealed yesterday in detail. However, neither you know of it, Arjun, nor no one can ever know about it. It's unknown to everyone except to me, the past, the present, and the future of all. Bahuni vedyatani vartamanani charjuna. And vedaham samatitani vartamanani charjuna. Bahut janam हुए हमारे, bahunam janmanavante, ज्ञानवान माम प्रपद्यते, वासुदेव सर्वंति समाहात्मा सुदुर्लभः. 7th chapter 19 verse of the Gita. After millions and millions and trillions of years, a jnani, a man of wisdom, comes to know, realize that Vasudeva Sarvamiti, everything is only Vasudeva. All in all, the supreme, perfect, absolute, divine personality is Vasudeva Sri Krishna. Even a jnani takes trillions and trillions of years to come to know this. Then what to say of us ajnanis? Ignorant people who are undermined, just imagine. But with love and devotion, anybody can come to know. Bhakti and the power of devotion is far superior to Gyan and Gyanis. A bhakta very easily can come to know me. Bhaktya tananya shakya ahamevam vidorjuna gyatum drashtun cha tattvena praveshtun cha parantapa. O austere-hearted Arjun, anybody, 11th chapter, 54th verse, the Lord says, anybody who practices ananya bhakti, exclusive devotion to me, can come to know me, gyatum, drashtum, can see me, and praveshtum, can attain me. But the condition is through bhaktya pananya shakya, exclusive devotion only. Exclusive devotion to Sri Krishna. Ananyas chintayanto mam ye janah paryupasate tesham nityabhyuktanam yoga kshemam bahamyaham. 9th chapter 22nd verse. I take the entire responsibility of that person who exclusively devotes the self to me. Exclusive devotion is the answer. Even the jnanis have to take trillions of years, but for a devotee, I deliver them. I take the responsibility. So it's Sri Krishna Bhakti which is so very important. That's why the Lord says, Kaunte pratijani name bhaktah pranshati. I take the vow only for my bhakta, my devotees. Devotees, not for karmis, not for yogis and not for jnanis. They can come to me through different paths of karma, jnana, yoga. Devotees can reach to me. They would not reach my ultimate divine bliss, that's for sure, but they will attain liberation from Maya. However, when they are treating on the path of karma, yoga, or jnana, I cannot take responsibility. And most of the time, 99.99% of the time, they do suffer fall. Yene ravindaksha vimukta malinastvayasta bhavagda vishuddha buddhe aruyya krishena param padantata padantya dona druteshmadang Srimad Bhagavad Mahapuran. They suffer the fall. The greatest of the jnanis like Jarabharat suffered fall and had to become a deer. So many munis suffered fall just on seeing a fish mating. Thus, greatest of the personalities practicing jnana, yoga, tapasya, austere penance for eons, and before reaching God realization, there is always the danger. But when it comes to my devotees, who just surrender themselves at my lotus feet with only one thing, and that is exclusive love and devotion to me. Love, love, love. We all talk of it, we don't know about it. The day you will know about it, through your root dhyan sadhana, through practicing devotion, by remembering God. All that about love will come to you, with the grace of God. प्रेम प्रेम की बातें सब करते हैं, प्रेम में है देना लेना, यहाँ तो सब लेने वाले. The day we will become total givers and offer ourselves to the Lord with love and devotion. The Lord says, I will take care and responsibility, and I vouch for my devotees. They can never suffer for. Kaunte pratijani name bhakta pranshati. 9th chapter, 31st verse of Bhagavad Gita. My devotees, bhaktas, they never suffer fall. Once they become realized, once they attain me, they can never be trapped by Maya. Maya can never come near them. If Maya does come near the greatest of the God-realized saints, Maya comes with the hands folded as dasi, as a seva, as a servant, and not only servant, as a slave to those God-realized saints. And we doubt those saintly persons, huh? He did the wrong thing, eh? He did this. You don't even know whether he's God-realized or not, and you start kusam. Never do kusam. Otherwise, we can never even treat on the path of devotion. So here the Lord himself says, my devotees never suffer fall. And those devotees who are treating on path of love and devotion, with sincere love and devotion in the heart, the Lord takes them and leads them on the path of devotion. Jo tu dhari ek pag to main dhau saath. When my devotees take one step, I take 60. When they come walking to me, I come running to them. When they come running to me, they aspire to attain me and they are coming running to me. I come flying to them. And when they come flying to me, I'm there for them. He's always there for his bhaktas, devotees. So devotion, divine love devotion, is the only one practice which shall lead us to Sri Krishna. Sri Krishna himself says, in order to be liberated from Maya, there is only one thing. Take shelter at my lotus feet. Surrender to me. In other words, practice devotion to me. 7th chapter, 14th verse of Bhagavad Gita. Devi yesha gunamayi mam maya dhuratya mam eva ye prapadyante maya metantarantite mam eva means exclusively surrender. Eva means in Sanskrit exclusive, only. Oh, can I, Didiji, surrender to Sri Krishna and surrender to my mom and dad and surrender to the Maya world? They say, no, impossible is the word. Impossible. The Lord is not going to come in here. But I have Lord Shiva in my mind coming and I can't get Sri Krishna in my mind. Not to worry at all. Sri Krishna and Sri Shiva and Shivaji are not two different personalities. God is only one. Infinite other forms. As long as you've got pure love and devotion, that same Shiva form will turn into Krishna form. Not to worry. Don't start debating and arguing in your mind. But when it comes to the Devis and Devatas, the Devatas are the heavenly beings, the celestial beings, then I would say, keep away. Keep your distance. Why? Yanti deva pratan devan pitrin yanti priti prata bhutan yanti bhutejya yanti madhyajinopi mam. 9th chapter 25th verse Bhagavad Gita. Those who worship the heavenly beings, they attain the form of the celestial beings. They will attain that abode of the Devis and the Devatas. In other words, they will not come to me. No. Not God, no. And what is heaven? Detam bhukva swargalokam vishalam shine punyamartalokam vishanti. 9th chapter 21st verse Bhagavad Gita. It's only a very temporary place. When the spacious world of heavenly pleasures expires, the being is flung back to the world of the mortals. And we will start the cycle of transmigration again. We will rotate in the cycle of transmigration. Thrown from the heaven after becoming Indra even, we will turn into the creatures of the dirty creek. And we'll have to go through the 8.4 million types of lives. Yes. What would God talk of heaven? Even the abode of the Creator and the position of the Creator, Brahma, if we get. Brahma bhuvana loka punaravartino Arjuna. Lekin maupetya tu kaunteya punarjanmana vidyate. Even if one gets the position of Brahma, which is much higher than heaven and heavenly beings, that Brahma's 100 years is over, he will be flung back. His 100 years, he'll also be flung back to the world of the mortals. And start the cycle of transmigration, rotating it. But those who worship me exclusively, devote themselves to me, says Lord Krishna, with all love and devotion and sincerity, they come to me. I take responsibilities of my devotees and they come to me. They attain me. So, Yanti Deva Pratan Devan and Pitrin Yanti Priti Prataha. What about the worshippers of the ancestors, the ancestral worshippers, Pitri Lok? They go to the Pitri Lok, the abode of the ancestors. They don't come to me. Those who worship Devis and Devatas, they don't come to me. They go to the abode of heaven, the Devis and Devatas. Those who worship the Pitras, they go to the Pitri Lok. And those who worship Manushya, Bhutan means human beings, anyone else whom you choose to worship apart from Sri Krishna, they go to them, wherever they go. If they go to hell, you go to hell. If they become dog, cat, donkey, become dog, cat, donkey, wherever they'll take. But, Yanti Deva Pratan Devan, Pitrin Yanti Priti Prata, Bhutan Yanti Bhuteja, Yanti Madhya Jinopima, those who worship me, come to me. Go to Dham. Perfect bliss is attained. They attain me. Once again, for your reference, it's not coming out of my pocket. 9th chapter, 25th verse of Bhagavad Gita. The same is declared by the Lord in 7th chapter, 21st verse, 22nd verse, and 23rd verse. 7th chapter, 21, 22, and 23 verses. Again, the Lord speaks the same. Yo yam yam tanum bhakta shradhaya chitumicchati. Those who devote to whatever form apart from me, with full faith, love and devotion, I establish their faith to that particular devata, to that particular form they worship. And I give the fruits through them to that soul. Ultimately, sabka lena dena, Everything in total is Sri Krishna. Madhav parataram nanyat kinchidasti dhananjaya. Arjun, apart from me there is nothing. 7 chapter 7 verse Bhagavad Gita. Thus, did the Lord come into the womb of the mother? No. The Supreme Lord does not come in the womb. He appears in the four-handed form, like we saw in the Leela yesterday. And then the mother requests to take a baby form. And that's when he becomes the little baby, the little infant, the little child, to do Leelas. Thus, Garbhe chavayu na purne nirlipto Bhagavan swayam. Bhagavan nirlipta hai. And there is only air in the womb. This was explained yesterday. Now, this Supreme Almighty Lord, who through his Yoga Maya power, divine power, covering himself, comes in the human form. What are the reasons? 1 reason, 2 reason, 3 reason, 4 reason, 5 reason, all these reasons were given. Karan Hari Avatar ko akaran kripa jana. Karan Hari Avatar ko akaran kripa jana. Bhakti Shatak. By Jagat Guru Shri Kripaluji Mahaprabhu. Of all the reasons, yada yada dharmasya glani bhavati bharata abhyuttanam dharmasya tadatmanam srijamyam paritranaya sadhunam vinashaya cha dushkritam dharma samsthapanarthaya sambhavami yuge yuge. 4th chapter 7 verse 4th chapter 8 verse Bhagavad Gita. In order to establish the principles of righteousness, to kill the demons, and to protect the sadhus and saints. For these reasons, 1, 2, 3 reasons, the Lord comes. And then, Tatha Paramahansanam Muninam Mamadatmanam. And then, to make the Paramhansas, who are lost in the Samadhi of the Lord, to turn them from Paramhans to Sri Paramhans, says the Bhagavad Mahapuran. Even much higher and sublime philosophy is this. Much sweeter. Okay, good. To turn the Paramahansas into Sri Paramhans? Yes. This is the 4th reason given. But then the 5th reason, which seems to be very, very good and great and seems to be the most important reason, is 3rd chapter 21st verse and 3rd chapter 22nd verse of Bhagavad Gita. Yad yada charati shrestha tatta deve taro juna sayat pramanam kurute lokas tadanu vartate. Name parthasti kartavyam trishilokeshu kinchana nanavaptam avaptavyam varta eva cha karmani. What is the verse saying? The verse is saying, where the Lord is saying himself, that Arjun, I don't have anything, any duty to carry out in the world. Name parthasti kartavyam. 3rd chapter 22nd verse. No duties for me to do, no action for me to perform. Nothing is unattained by me. Nothing is there for me to attain that is unattained by me. However, me being the Lord of the world, still I indulge myself in the performance of actions, carrying out duties. Why? Third chapter 21st verse. So that whatever the great people do, whatever the famous people do, and whatever the Lord would do, the world learns the lessons from them, from those actions. So in order to give us lessons, in order to educate us, in order to teach us the principles, the morals, the Lord performs actions and takes forth dissension, etc. Yes, this seems to be great, eh? Yeah, it is great. But above this is the 6th reason that I told you. Karana Hari Avatarako, Akarana Kripata. Even this is not so befitting to the hearts and minds when we talk especially about God and his dissension. The most befitting and perfect reason is that because God is causelessly merciful, without any cause cause and reason, he showers his grace. And causelessly merciful Lord, due to his causelessly merciful nature, he, in order to shower his grace and mercy upon each one of us, descends on this earth planet. And one such kripa and grace is through this particular leela that I'm going to talk to you all about. We talk about God and God's knowledge, that Aishwaryasya samagrasya dharmasya yashasah shriya jnana vairagyoschaiva shannam bhagati rina. 6:574. Vishnu Purana talks about God's 6 infinite powers that I had just mentioned yesterday. And in one of them is Gyan. We say he is the infinite embodiment of Gyan, of knowledge. In fact, he is the very knowledge. Vedeshcha sarvai rameva vedam vedanta krit vedavideva cham 15 chapter 15 verse Bhagavad Gita. I am our knowledge and the known. Veda vidya veda 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 krit. I am the knowledge and I am the knower and I am the known, says the Lord in his own words in Srimad Bhagavad Gita. However, this chit aspect of Brahma, this Gyan, how ignorant he is when he comes in this Maya world of ours. As a little child, Krishna, he was already 6 years of age. Maya Yashoda said, hey, always creating mischief. Here, there, sometimes the gopis are going to sell their butter and the buttermilk, etc. And you know what Kanaya do? He gang up with all those boys, Mansukha, Sridhama, etc. Climb up onto the top of the tree, wait there for the gopi to cross under the tree, and he will quickly pull the veil, the veil of the gopi that was covering her face. He'll pull it. The gopi, as she's about to look up, all the boys along with Krishna would be ready to throw the pebbles and break the pots. And once the pots are broken, the earthen pots are broken, which had buttermilk, butter, cream, etc. Oh, you can imagine. All the boys along with Sri Krishna would jump down the tree and barge onto it. So, that's all you're up to? Every day gopis come to me, hundreds of them, complaining about you. Even if they catch you red-handed, and they say they caught you red-handed, they come holding your hand, but I don't know whether it's really you or it's the gopis. Their minds are out, it seems. Because when they say they caught you red-handed, eating their butter, breaking their pots, and they say that they were holding your hand and they brought you here, but when I see them, and when those gopis finally see whom they brought, it's always their husbands rather than you. So, God knows what's going on, Kanaya. I think you better go and get some knowledge. You are doing all these acts and pranks of Krishna, mischief deeds. This is all, remember, this is all to give love to not you people, to not us. You may be listening to my stories about Krishna and you may be wondering in your heart and mind, what is this Didi speaking about? And why Krishna has to be mischief like that? I don't like this kind of God. Yeah, why would you like that kind of God? Filled your heart being filled with all kinds of and types of material filth, dirt. Why would you enjoy Sri Krishna pastime unless and until you have done some bhakti, some devotion to the Lord? And the Lord has graced you. When the Lord's grace comes upon us, then only we start to enjoy. Otherwise, we will question and we will doubt. This is to give love to those souls who for eons had been seated in their samadhi, austere penance, trying trying to get the love of Sri Krishna in this form, which you and I, we can't understand. And we don't have to understand with this material mind of ours. But just now, that Sri Krishna is all love. That's all he is. Rasovisa Satvam Evan Ladhanandi Bhavati. So today, Maya Yashoda says, you are already 6 years of age, you better go to school. Krishna Tvam Pathakim Pathami Nanure Shastram Kimugyayate. Tattvam Kasya Vibhosa Kastri Bhuvanadhi Shachate Napikim. Jnanam Bhakti Ratho Virakti Ranaya Kim Muktire Vastute Dadyadini Bhajami Maturitam Vakyam Hare Patuna Krishna Tvam Patha. Krishna, go and study, go and learn, go to school now. So Sri Krishna, little Krishna is saying to Mother Yashoda, Kim Pathami. What to study, Maya? When I go to school, then what will I learn? What to study? What to educate myself with? Krishna Tvam Pathakim Pathami Nanure. Maya replies, Shastram. You'll study the scriptures. When you go to school, you'll go to study all about the scriptures. Scriptures? What is going to be taught in the scriptures? Kanhaiya asks. Then Maya Yashoda says, the scriptures talk about God. About the supreme, omnipotent, omniscient, omnibenevolent God. So go to school, get educated about the Supreme Almighty Lord. Get some knowledge about God. Study the scriptures. So Krishna Tvam Pathakim Pathami Nanure Shastram Kimugyayate. Tattvam Tattva. Shri Krishna Tattva Gyan milega about God. You'll get the Tattva Gyan, the knowledge about God. What will I get by knowing about God? What is the advantage? What is it in there for me, learning about God? Says little Kanhaiya, Krishna, to Maya. What is the advantage of learning about God, knowing about God? Jnanam Bhakti Ratho. You'll attain Jnanam. When you'll know about God, then you'll attain true knowledge. And when you'll have true knowledge, then this love, this devotion, this surrender, this bhakti that I had just been talking to you all about. So this bhakti will take birth in your heart. In your heart. True knowledge will lead to true devotion and true devotional practice. Thus, you will do the true devotional practice. The bhakti will be sprouted in your heart. And due to this, you will attain virakti, vairagya, detachment from the Maya world. Detachment from the Maya world. Jnana, bhakti, virakti. Shastram kimugyayate jnanam bhakti ratho virakti ranaya kim muktire vastute kim. Why do I need to attain knowledge, Maya, and then have bhakti sprouted in my heart and for Sri Krishna, and then to attain vairagya? What is this attainment of vairagya, Maya? Well, this attainment of vairagya and sprouting of bhakti Devi in your heart and practicing bhakti, this will lead to mukti. Lala, mukti? Maya, what is mukti? And why mukti? Kim? Mukti, Lala means, Maya Yashoda is telling Kanhaiya, mukti means, Lala, liberation. Liberation? Yes, liberation from where, Maya? Liberation from this world. No more cycle of birth and death. You will attain mukti. Mukti Kanhaiya says to Maiya, Maiya, छुट्टी संसार से नहीं चाहिए. संसार तो इतना मजेदार है. So, Krishna tvam patakim pathami nanure shastram kimugyayate tattvam kasya vibho. Who God? God is the Tribhuvanapati. God is the Lord of the three worlds. Sakas Tribhuvanadhishashchate napikim. What in the knowledge of God? Jnanam bhakti radho vimukti tanaya kim muktireva virakti tanaya kim muktireva astute. Maya, I don't want this mukti. And I don't want mukti because I don't want to be liberated from this world. And because I don't want mukti, I do not need to attain virakti. I don't want mukti, I don't want virakti. I want to be in this world. So Maya, the reason is this, that I will not go to school because I do not have to know about God because I don't want mukti. I don't want mukti, that's no virakti, no bhakti, no gyan. And no gyan means no study of the scriptures, and no study of the scriptures means not going to school. I have another type of gyan, Maya, and I do another type of study, Maya. Do you know my study? My study is a very crooked study. And the study of mine has got lots of schemes and plans, and they are all very crooked, Maya. Let me tell you one thing, Maya. That sometimes a gopi comes and stands right in front of our door and starts to say, somebody please take makhan, please somebody buy makhan, somebody buy milk. Maya, at that time, I come out running and give darshan to that gopi. The gopi just wants to see me. Darshan means to see. So I quickly come out and the gopi has all my darshan to herself. But then there are other times, Maya, I have to come up with really very crooked schemes. Because the gopi is there with the mother-in-law and with the husband. And the gopi's heart is burning. And the gopi wants my darshan all night. She could not sleep. Early hours of the morning she's there, but her husband and her mother-in-law comes along with her. And the gopi, her face is totally covered with the veil. And the gopi cannot have my darshan. How can she see me? She can't. Her gungat is very thick also. The veil is very thick. She can't even see through the veil. So Maya, at that time, I have to come up with plans. Very crooked schemes. So I have to do certain things like break some other gopi spots so the mother-in-law and the husband, their attention is drawn somewhere else, and then the gopi can quickly lift up her veil and see me, because in front of her mother-in-law, in front of the husband, it's not right to do it. Morally, it's not right. So she wouldn't be able to have my darshan otherwise. So these types of things I do. And remember the snatching of the veil, pulling of the veil, and breaking the pot. Or sometimes I have to go into the homes of the gopis because they cannot come out of their house because of the strict principles and disciplines followed there. So I have to go into the house, make a point that I enter the house when the gopi is sleeping or when the gopi can have my darshan. And I can have that butter, milk, cream, milk, whatever she has prepared, thinking of me all the while she was milking the cow and churning the butter, etc. She was all the time thinking about me, but she cannot come out of the house due to some reason. So I have to go there and create mischief. So all the time my study is about creating mischief. And with which gopi am I going to do this Leela today? So Maya, this is my study. So Dadyadini bhajami maturitam Bhakyam Hare Patuna. So Maya, you attain Mukti Ukti, but for me, you just give me Dahi Makhan quickly. And Kanhaiya starts to cry. And does he get the Dahi Makhan? We'll see about it. Do your Rudhyam and Kanhaiya will come to you and tell you this. So this is the Krishna Leela. And this is the Kripa. Chanting the glories of Lord's names, forms, abodes, pastimes, and His saints. We shall do Rudhyam and practice devotion to God. Purify our hearts and minds and attain our supreme Almighty God. Never the time is enough, is it? Never. If it is enough, then you didn't get the grace. If it's never enough, you got immense grace of the Lord. That is why your heart is crying so much more to hear these Leelas. Let me tell you one more thing. What is time? Time is always there. Running. Huh? And now let me tell you a Gopi Prem. What is this Gopi Prem that you and I, we all need to practice? Tara jharasi upar gari kachal chal chirkai. Piye pati binu hi likhi bachi biraha balai. What is this? A Gopi took a piece of paper in hand and wanted to write something. But this Gopi is absolutely illiterate. She doesn't know how to sign her name. How can she write a letter? Holding the paper, she is very, very seriously thinking what to do. And she enters into this ecstatic state where her entire body is horripilating, shaking, shivering. The temperature of viraha, the fire of separation, is burning so much in the heart that her whole body is set on fire. Literally, she is burning. The temperature is so high. The tears are gushing down her cheeks. Big, big drops of tears are coming, washing away the collyrium. The collyrium is the kajal that she had applied to her eyes. This Gopi, holding the piece of paper, does not know what to do. She's entered into samadhi, into Rup Dhyan, into Prem Samadhi of Krishna, thinking of Sri Krishna when he had gone to Mathura. So Gopi's tears rolling down. Hot, hot tears in viraha, cold, cold tears in union. This is viraha, this is separation. So hot, hot tears like acid is dropping. Hot tears washing the collyrium is falling on the paper which she is holding. Taraju is Tarasi. Where below, down below, where she was holding the paper, it's all burnt due to her body temperature, viraha temperature, and it has left the burnt mark of her fingerprints. And the tears that had rolled, washing away the collyrium, has fallen on the top of this paper. It has melted the paper over there. There are bumps created. And some places it's even torn. And the collyrium marks are everywhere, splashed everywhere on the paper. And then the Gopi comes conscious, and somebody was leaving for Mathura very soon. He'd be gone. So quickly the Gopi folds the paper, not realizing what's happening, and she gives it to this person to hand it over to Sri Krishna in Mathura. The person takes it, and Sri Krishna opens the letter and he reads it. How could he read when nothing was written? Because of the burnt mark of the fingerprints. He knows the temperature of viraha. And the tears that had melted the paper and the collyrium that had washed, it's not any water, it is the collyrium. And Krishna reads it, the viraha of the Gopi, the pangs of separation, the fire of separation. The temperature is so high, this Gopi is so desperate in her longing, in her love for her divine beloved Krishna. She could not give to anybody to write a letter because this is something so personal. So very personal. Thus, Sri Krishna read the viraha of the Gopi. This is Gopi prayer. This is how personal and how intimate our heart's love for our beloved should be. It's very pure. It's nothing to do with physical. It's all with our soul beloved. Remember, He's nowhere else. He's seated within us. But to drink the divine love, we have him in the form out. गो का दूध गोहित व्यर्थ गोविंद राधे दूध दूह के पिलावे तो पुष्ट बना दे. The milk of the cow in the udder of the cow is of no use. When it is milked out and then it is made, the cow is made to drink that milk, it makes it healthy. Likewise, the Lord in our hearts is of no avail for us. We forget. We don't remember him. So we have him in the form outside and then bring him in again and remind yourself of his presence all the time consciously that he's with me. My protector is watching me, and have the deep love of your heart for him all the time. This is Gopi Prema. Boliye Vrindavan Bihari Lal ki, boliye Srimad Sadguru Sarkar ki. एक बार सभी लोग जोर से एवं प्रेम पूर्वक बोलिए नंद यशोदा लाल की.